So I've just gotten back in the game for 5 minutes, and I feel already like my blood pressure just like decreasing. Hey guys, I am so glad you are joining me for today's exploration of the top 5 most relaxing video games, in my opinion. So Abzu is the first game on this list, and most of the games that I picked on this list are both available on the consoles and the PC. And Abzu is my first. I really appreciate this game. It's a remarkable achievement in storytelling and in graphical design. It's a very, very relaxing game. You are underwater, swimming in some type of ocean planet. What the game really does well is it ties together sound, visuals, and story in a way that is immediately accessible, but also very relaxing. And there's something about the underwater elements, the music, the nature that's all around you that really can just put you at ease. Now, that's not to say that there aren't any dangerous elements, because there are some, but by and large, the exploratory nature of this game is one of the most chill experiences that I think you can find in gaming. Let me know what you think down below if Abzu would have made your top 5 list. And let's go on to the second game. With Tetris Effect, it's like it's the mid-90s all over again, and your grandma's sitting down playing some Tetris with you. Tetris Effect does something remarkable to, an old standard franchise. It revives this game and makes it a new experience. When you combine the music with the graphical design of each new stage, you really end up with something quite unique and quite magical. I put this game on the list. It can get a little bit stressful sometimes when things really speed up, but the overall experience is just one of kind of like soothing, at ease, remarkable music, beautiful imagery, and overall is a fantastic experience. So if you're looking for a video game to kind of unwind and chill to, cannot recommend Tetris Effect enough, especially if you happen to have a VR headset. In virtual reality, it brings it up to the next level, but even without it, it's a remarkable game. And there has been reports of people kind of like openly weeping through experiencing this game. I haven't quite had that, but it is one of the most beautiful, relaxing, calming games I've had the pleasure to play in a long time. And I'll just hush for a few seconds so you can check it out. So game number 3 is it's a very special game. It's called Yonder, and it at first glance it seems a bit like Harvest Moon, kind of a clone. It really is its own game. I guess if you had to sum it up in one word, it's a game about exploration. There's just something about this game that I can get it going and just kind of get lost in the simplicity, the beauty, and really kind of the innocence of this main character who's a young boy exploring an island, and ultimately you're trying to get a ship off the island to go find your parents. The game has no combat whatsoever, no danger, no stress. So in that sense, it certainly qualifies as one of our games when we're trying to unwind, relax, and de-stress. This game certainly fits the bill. This game will always have a soft spot in my heart because I played it with my son quite a bit. He absolutely loved it. And I just remember how much he was laughing when we were trying to get these Gruffalos to come back to our farm. And they just kept turning around, and they would always point their butt right towards you. They would never let their head face you. And that just made him laugh so hard. But anyway, if you haven't played this game yet, I'd like you to comment down below. And also comment if you had. I'm curious how many people actually got to check out what I think is a hidden gem.
My heart is landfill, these false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I have always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
You didn't think I would pick it, did you? You didn't think I would. It is both relaxing and a little bit tense. But if you can just let go and experience what this game has to offer, it is one of the most intense yet relaxing experiences. And the game holds up. It's been well over 10 years since it was released, and then it was re-released not long ago. I'm going to let the game speak for itself. Enjoy. Dear Esther.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones, or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
And rounding out number 5 is Unravel 2. I chose this game for multiple reasons. It's, most of all, a very chill game and relaxing. The graphics are stunning. I mean, photorealistic. The story is really quite moving. Somehow this story is being told as these two puppets kind of travel through the world, and they have an impact as they kind of connect to one another and solve puzzles and move through the world. They also help these sort of apparition figures. They seem to be memories of some sort. And that just adds to the gravity of the game and the beauty of the game. And it tells this story without words that is really quite compelling and beautiful. The set pieces of this game, I mean, each one you can just take a picture and admire it. So the graphics are incredible, but the formula of the Unravel series, there's just something magical about it. There's a level of kind of seriousness, some playfulness, but you know, it's just somehow got this emotional gravity, and I can't quite put my finger on how the developers did it, but they did. So I love this game. I think it's one of the most relaxing and chill games I can play by myself or with a friend, and so that's why it made my top 5. Speaking of some top 5 relaxing games, I'm curious, what did I miss and what would you have put on this list? Is there anything that you think I might have overlooked, or do you agree with some of my choices? I really want to know down below. Just kind of let me know what you're thinking. And I do hope that you'll consider subscribing. I've got a lot more of these top 5 videos coming out. One about like Lynchian games, one about the best games to play with your kids. So please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks so much, guys.